This is the video to show you the setup for the Osmosis Lab that we are going to be doing this week. Several things that you need to remember. Knives are sharp. All right. Also, pokey things can poke you. Use the dull end. These are actually also kind of sharp. These are the cork borers, and you could actually jab this through your hand, and that could be bad. So let's not do that either. First thing that you're going to be doing, you're going to have 4 cups, beakers, and you are going to need to label them. So on your Sharpie marker, there is some tape. You'll peel that off, 1 for each cup, and you are going to label it based on whatever solution you have at your lab station. So this is a 0.6 molar sucrose. So all you will need to do is write 0.6 m. If there's any other measurements, just cross those off so it's not confusing. And what you will do is you will take this plastic beaker, you will measure out 200 milliliters of your solution, and then you will fill each of these yogurt containers. It's pretty close to the top, so be careful. And what you will do is you will keep 1 of those for your group, and then you will distribute 1 of each to your half of the room. The other groups will be measuring out yogurt cups of their solution. So in the end, you will have 4 cups of 0, 0.2, 0.4, and 0.6 molar. And those are going to be your test solutions. While someone in your group is doing that, another person in your group needs to be getting your potato cores ready. And what you will need to do is you'll need to cut off the ends of the potato. And then you will need to measure about an inch. You want to be at least an inch, maybe slightly more. Then you're going to cut that into a chunk. Then you're going to take your corer and you're going to go down through the potato. And this is where you could potentially jab yourself, so be careful. And then you will take the blunt end, not the pointy end, of the bamboo skewer, and you will push the potato out. You need 20 of these. So if you need more potato, then ask. You can actually do several chunks of potato at a time, be a little more efficient. And you can see that it is now starting to come out the other end. And so you will need 20 in total. When you are done doing that and getting all 20 cut out, or while someone is doing that, somebody else needs to measure all those little things using the ruler, and you are going to trim them so that they are 2 centimeters in length. And do that as exact as possible using the knife. And so you will get 20 2-centimeter long potato cores. And what you will need to do is you will need to put them in groups of 5 in front of each cup. So you'll have 5, 5, 5, and 5. And those are the ones that are going to go in those solutions. Then you need to take an initial mass of these. So you will need to get your paper towel, not paper towels, you're going to have a real towel. And you will put those potatoes onto the paper towel, hold over, and just very gently blot them. Don't squish, gently blot like it's It's a little kitten, and you want to be nice. And then you will simply put them on your balance, tare your scale, mass your potato cores, and that will go in your initial column right here. And so you'll have 5 cores for the 0, 5 for the 0.2, 5 for the 0.4, 5 for the 0.6. Once everybody has gotten that done, then I will tell you when to put them in the solutions, and then they're going to sit in those solutions for 10 minutes. Then you're going to pull them out, blot them on the towels, weigh them, and then when everyone's done with that, we'll put them back in for another 10 minutes, and then we'll do that again until we are done with our initial measurements, which is going to be 30 minutes. And then we will let them sit for 24 hours. Then somebody needs to come back and remass them the next day. Things you need to be careful of when you are getting the potatoes out, you don't want to make a mess because then you are losing your solution. So you will have a little spoon to dip those out so that you don't do that. And then we will do the calculations and the standard deviation and standard error on the next day. All right.